gentlemen, welcome to The Rude Awakening, where we start your morning with 2 eggs and a stack of hot takes. With me today, I got big basketball Billy Fisher, big baller right here. Bill, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? Happy to be on the podcast.
Yeah, I had to get Billy on to talk about NBA, and you can see by his sweatshirt and by the backdrop, we're Philly fans.
Yes,
so we're just going to get right to the thick of it. I mean, we're going to start off talking about the NBA teams, like from worst to best, based on the record, how they've been doing, how they're shaping up for the rest of the year. And we're starting off with our Philadelphia 76ers. So, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what is our team, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole Joel Embiid debacle, pushing the reporter over, Marcus Haynes saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And then recently it's just been, I don't know, the team meeting the other night, like after the Heat game, it's
been a rough
fucking wild.
Yeah, Embiid's supposed to be that locker room leader, and it's been
not.
him being like I think he's just toxic, man.
Yeah.
I think he's got great talent.
Yeah.
And we always know he starts off rough to start of every season, like he's getting back into the groove of things. But this year, you have to lock in.
Yeah.
You have Paul George now. This is you got another weapon to use.
Yeah.
And it's been the Jared McCain show because Jared McCain's been awesome, man. Like in his first 10 games, he's been
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and Paul George too just can't stay on the court.
Well, he's been all right. He gets steals, he'll put up the buckets and everything, but he just can't stay on the court for more than 3-4 games, man.
Yeah, the Maxey injury killed them too.
Yeah, that's slowed him down a lot.
That was bad. But I mean, Embiid's just, I don't know, I feel like he's just scared to be in the spotlight. He's not
his shooting right now, he's 37 from the field goal range, 16 from 3-point range.
Wow.
16%. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's gonna figure it out on the court, but off the court. Like a 24-year-old Maxey's telling him to not be late. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then he's mad at the reporter being like, well, it was personal. It's like, bro, I mean, you get paid millions to everyone, you're a spectacle at this point. And when you're the worst team in the league, everyone's going to be looking at you.
Yeah.
You think, Nick Nurse has anything to do with this at all, coaching? I think it's management definitely for...
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because he doesn't know who's going to play day in, day out.
See, I don't really think it's his fault.
But, I mean, I've seen stuff on Twitter talking about how his subs are terrible.
Yeah.
He's not a great coach. I mean, I just think we have to wait it out a little bit.
That's just a waiting game.
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, unfortunately, that's what we have to do. I don't think he's a bad coach by any means.
No, definitely not. I think he's good. When we got him, I was like, thank God, finally a good coach, because you go from Brett Brown to Doc Rivers. Nick Nurse is like Popovich at that point. But, I just think last year during the playoff run, we lost to the Knicks in the first round. I was thinking, should we trade Embiid at this point and build around Maxey? Because Maxey was the one putting up points in that Knicks series. So I was like, should we trade Embiid for some pieces, start young? And
I just don't know if Maxey's a number one. I don't know if he's a true number one.
Maybe not yet, but if you kind of push him...
I know, but you look at all the best players in the NBA, they're at least 6'2", 6'3", and up.
Yeah, the main
he's
number
right
ones.
at that.
Well, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, but he's 6'3". Trae Young's
and he's the best three-point shooter of all time, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maxey, he's close, but I don't know if he's the number one yet.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that. And then, the acquisitions we've had with Caleb Martin, cool,
Yeah, he hasn't really done much.
No,
Eric
not
Gordon
really.
has sucked. Kyle Lowry's too old.
We don't play Ricky Council enough.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's one thing I'd say about Nick. Dude, Council is...
Yeah.
Whenever he gets minutes, he does good.
He tries to switch up his rotations too much. Tries to get a little cute sometimes. That's his biggest flaw.
And Drummond's starting center, not today's league. Obviously, with the Embiid injury, he had to start. But,
he's not a bad backup.
No, he's a good backup. It's just
he's not a starter.
He can't, because he can't score. He's a rebounder, which is what we needed, the rebounding, which he's been doing that, so that's been good. But yeah, we're literally the worst team in the league, bro. We're worse than the teams that are trying to rebuild and tank.
Yeah, we have the worst record in the league now behind the Wizards.
It's just we need to start catching some. I know Paul George is out, but we just gotta lock in, man.
And they gotta win tonight. They play the Nets tonight at home. If they don't win that game,
well, dude, honestly, I don't know. The Nets they've been all right. Yeah, we should beat them, but yeah.
Sixers are in deep trouble if they don't win tonight.
Yeah, all right. We'll move on from the depression that is the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll talk about I think the next worst team. We'll talk about the Wizards. They're rebuilding. They're trying to lose on purpose, but they've had some bright spots, dude. Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's been accurate, 21 points per game, 50, 40, 90 shooting.
Wow.
He's actually looked...
Yeah, it's a big turnaround from last year. It was a joke last year.
Yeah, remember that Wizards-Warriors game, bro?
Yeah.
The Jordan Poole-Draymond beef going on.
Yeah,
who was Draymond chatting to? And Poole's ignore him, bro. I forgot who... You know what I'm talking about, too. Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, pulling out again, man. Bilal Coulibaly, he's been stepping up.
He's been good, yeah. They also have Alex Sarr, who they drafted number one, who hasn't been that good.
He's been okay. Yeah, he's figuring it out.
But his defense is really good. He's going to be good, I think.
Yeah, and, obviously having Valanciunas there, you can learn some things from that guy. He's been able to...
Kuzma's been a joke, though. He's been...
Oh, yeah, no, he does not fit that team at all. I literally have that here. I'm like, he does not fit this team. I would trade him.
Yeah, Koulibaly's pretty good. I don't think they expected him to be this good.
No, yeah.
Pool's been better this year. I don't know if he's like a number
His
one.
defense still sucks, but he's been able to score the ball more efficiently, which is
I mean, they're going to be a bad team again. They'll probably get Cooper flagged. So, I mean...
Unless we're trying to go for him at this point, the Sixers.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, we might as well get him. But yeah, Star's been alright, and yeah, I would try and trade Kuzma before the deadline or like around that time.
Someone would definitely want him, like as a bench player, for sure.
Yeah. And they need to fix that defense. So just go for defense because you got Sar for that defense.
Yeah, they let up like 150.
The lowest amount of points they allowed this year was 107. That's the lowest. It's been averaging 120, 130s range, man. Yeah. So the new coach Brian Keefe, he was their assistant coach last year. Figure out like a system for the team.
Yeah.
He was there last year, so figure it out. Work on that defense, and could have some good stuff for the future. Kispert's
some good pieces, but definitely a long way to go though.
Yeah, they chose Kispert over Avdia. Kispert's able to shoot the ball, but yeah, again, no defense, bro. So next first team, or I guess like we're moving on up. So I had the Jazz in the 28th spot. They need to trade that whole team, bro.
Yeah.
The Laurie, like whenever Laurie doesn't have a good night offensively, they can't score.
They're like in the middle. Last year they were like a 500 team.
Which they didn't have a good pick, yeah.
No, Markkanen's good. Struggled a little bit.
I would trade him now for picks, bro.
Yeah, I would definitely trade Mark. I mean, they were wanting to trade him for like 5 or 6 first round picks, which is crazy.
That is wild. He's not worth that much. He's not like Rudy Gobert level.
No, I mean they have Markkanen, and then they have Sexton,
John Collins. They need to trade Collins. I don't know why Collins is still there, man.
Yeah, they have a lot of pieces that just a lot of random.
Like I would keep Keontae George and Kessler. The younger guys. Kessler's great defensively, and Keontae's been able to score the ball. Maybe Sexton, because Sexton's still kind of young.
He's a dog, yeah.
Yeah, but
Sexton.
Yeah, he is a dog. I missed the Sexland duo of Sexton and Garland. That was now the Cavs are doing way better without him. So, but yeah, the offense is non-existent. I expect this whole team to be gone during the trade deadline, and their pick Cody Williams. Holy crap, bro. He's been awful.
He's been bad.
Dude,
I don't really watch much Jazz.
The Jazz, well, I don't blame it. It's Utah Jazz. So he's not been good. In 15 games played, he started 7 games. He's got 3 points average, 2 rebounds average, and I think 1.3 assists.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he's.
Well, I thought he was gonna be pretty good coming out.
Related to Jalen Williams for the Thunder, he's been awesome. Cody.
Yeah, he was good in the summer league too, but.
Yeah. No, he's not been. And maybe if you trade some of those guys like Laurie and Collins, you'll see Cody get the ball more. Try and throw him into the fire, see if he's able to survive.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot right now.
They're in a very bad spot. Well, yeah, because the last few years they were middle of the pack, so they didn't have that top pick. So they got a guy like Cody Williams instead of this year getting this year the draft wasn't that great. But, next year, trying to do worse, maybe get some better picks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. So, Jazz, just figuring it out. And next step up, 27, I got the Raptors. They just had, injury problems. Scotty Barnes just came back, so they started, catching fire a little bit. Emmanuel quickly just got hurt. And, they're trying to build him up. Grady Dick's been...
Yeah, he's been pretty good this year.
He's been lining it up.
I mean, I think, I don't know, they're that same team where they have a couple pieces, but...
Yeah.
I don't know, they're at that point where they're they're in between a rebuild and having guys on their roster.
It's a weird
place to be. I'd rather almost be in the Wizards position where you're going to tank.
You're going to rebuild.
The Raptors, you're winning a couple games here and there, but you're not really tanking, but you are tanking.
Yeah, it's
they're in that middle spot. That's the biggest thing in the NBA right now.
Yeah, because then you have guys like Scotty who are all-star level, but you're trying to work on Grady Dick a little bit. RJ Barrett's been doing really good, but he's in that weird spot where it's he's been paid a lot. Do we trade him? Do we keep him?
Yeah.
They are in a weird spot. Young Capurro's actually been really good this year.
Yeah, he's been cooking.
Yeah,
30-point games. He had 38 the other night.
Yeah, I mean, I personally I do like the pieces they have, but it's just trying to figure it out.
Dude, they need a star too.
Yeah, dude, I would totally trade RJ because he's been lining it up, and you could get some good stuff for him for a team that's on the brink of trying to make playoffs. Dude, Lakers would totally trade for RJ right now.
I like Scotty Barnes though.
I like definitely keep Scotty.
Yeah,
because you have that's your team at this point. That's you can build around. But yeah, Raptors they're in that 27th spot, but they can climb. I think they'll be in that NBA wild card or not the wild card, but the 7th to 10th range playing range.
Yeah, they'll be close. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will be because they have the pieces for it.
The East is terrible.
Dude, the 5th seed is only the Sixers have a winning record,
and the Sixers are only 5.5 games back, which is crazy.
That is actually we only have 2 wins.
I know.
That is actually crazy. Next team I have 26 is the Pelicans. Who, dude, they're gonna fall off because their whole team's
falling off.
Their whole team's dead. I mean, they're missing Zion, Jose Alvarado, Herb Jones, Jordan Hawkins, DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum.
Jeez.
Their team at this point is just Brandon Ingram trying his best.
Wow, I didn't realize they had that many injuries.
Yeah, no, literally, Zion everyone knew about, but yeah, they don't have Alvarado again. Herb, the best defensive player.
I guess it all depends on when these guys come back and how far out they're going to be, but in the West, they're probably not going to make the playoffs at this point.
Oh, no, 100%. They're the second worst team in the West currently, and I expect the Jazz to pass them, honestly, because Markkanen, will get you up some wins. But yeah, man. Like, they just got Trey Murphy back, so they have him helping out Ingram the best he can. Their first-round pick, Yves Missy, the center, he needs to do more.
Yeah.
He hasn't been doing a lot. If they want to stay in that that play-in range, he needs to start doing more.
Yeah, he's definitely had a couple poster dunks, but but without Zion,
it's
CJ,
tough. Alvarado, DeJounte Murray, that's your big acquisition.
Herb Jones is a good player.
He's your best defensive player, I would say. Yeah, Alvarado's.
Yeah, I honestly kind of feel bad for that team right now.
It's just you can't. I mean, Willie Green's trying his best to coach. You just can't.
I think Zion's done though. He's never gonna amount to be anything.
Dude, it's all that.
His expectations were so high though, but he just can't. He has so much weight on him. He can't.
Yeah, no. Remember how much hype he had coming out of Duke, man, and now Wemby has that hype now, and Wemby's he's killing it right now. I think so at least. And the next team we're talking about, number 25, I got the Bulls.
Yeah, another one of those teams that's stuck.
Yeah,
they're stuck.
This team just needs to give up. Trade Zach, trade
Levine, trade Kobe White, trade Vucevic.
Pat Williams is a bust.
No, well,
yeah,
and they paid him $40 million too.
Yeah, man. I don't know why they kept around.
No, they have to just rebuild. They're stuck in between that purgatory stage.
And Zach's been scoring efficiently, but if you're the way Zach's playing, you're still below 500.
Yeah, they should trade Zach. I mean, they can get a ton for Zach.
Yeah. I would argue
the Lakers are looking to get him for sure.
The Lakers are going to look to get a lot of guys, bro. They don't want to keep the Angelos.
No.
I
could see a Russell trade to the Bulls. I could see that.
They switch that. Yeah.
A couple first-round picks.
Well, they just got Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
And
he stinks too. For many reasons.
Yeah. No, he can't score at all. I mean, passing the ball, he's been all right. Whenever they win, it's because Kobe White has a really good night.
Yeah. I mean, he'll
I would argue
for 31 night. Maybe they keep him.
I was gonna say that I would keep Kobe, but then trade why is Vucevic still there?
Yeah.
You lost to Rosen. Just trade the rest of the guys that you wanted to try and win with. Try and rebuild again. Fire Billy Donovan. No offense to Billy, but he doesn't fit the mentality of that team. Their draft pick Matas done nothing.
Yeah,
it's done nothing.
He was a project pick coming out of.
So we'll see what he can do in a few years. But in that case, I would say definitely trade the older guys and trust Matas and get a different system. I don't think Billy Donovan's really for that team. Lonzo just came back, so finally.
Yeah, I think he got hurt again though, or did he just come back again? He hurt his wrist now.
I don't think he's gonna be out for a while, but dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I just feel bad for him.
Yeah, it just sucks at this point.
Bulls point guards, bro, they just can't injury troubles, man.
No.
T Rose, now Lonzo. Oh my god, if Kobe White's gotta watch out, man. Next team we'll talk about. This is really sad beginning. I'm sorry, because we're talking about the worst teams to the best. It's man.
There are some bad teams in the NBA.
There's not a lot of good teams in the NBA. Even the best teams, I'm I can see.
Yeah, there's some bad teams.
This team get upset. Next team I'm talking about, number 24, the Trailblazers.
Oh.
Yeah. See, this is rough right now.
They're terrible.
The rebuild has not gone the way they hoped after trading away Dame.
I mean, I think he just got to wait it out. I mean, I don't.
They just got Shaedon Sharp back, and I think Shaedon Sharp is their best player.
They have Shaedon Sharp. They got Klingon from UConn, who hasn't been that good to start.
Scoot's still not taking that jump everyone thought he would.
He can't really shoot. That's his issue.
Yeah, he was a guy that draws into the paint and showed the athleticism.
And Simons is still there, but.
I would trade them probably.
Yeah.
Because if they have a lot of backcourt guys, they don't have a lot of guys in the front court. I mean, they have DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been good since that finals run.
No.
At that point, just start Robert Williams.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we're talking about all the shit teams, but you don't really know a lot about them because it's just
I know they're players. I just don't know what they're gonna do.
Because you're not I want to watch this team play. It's why, dude? You just watch the Cavs or the Celtics at this point. Yeah. Or the Sixers.
Yeah. I want to watch the Sixers.
Go watch the Sixers and be miserable. I said, Blazers, I think they need to trade Jeremy Grant for because he doesn't really fit their future and and they have too many guards. Trade Jeremy Grant for maybe a younger front court guy that's a team doesn't really see hope in. I can see him trade for a Pat Williams, seeing if he can get a start there, or just go in the draft and draft a front court guy like a forward, which probably they need to do because they have a lot of guards. Trade Anthony Simons for a good guy.
Yeah.
Keep Scoot around because I think Scoot can be something, but he has not looked that good.
No.
And he doesn't really have any trade value.
Yeah.
Not right now.
For sure.
But keep Shaedon Sharp. And speaking of Damian Lillard, next team we're talking about is the Bucks. Yeah.
A team that's had a rough start.
Yeah. Doc Rivers, great coach.
Yeah. And honestly, though, I don't think it's his fault.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, Middleton being hurt is a big injury.
Yeah, I brought that up. I'm like, they need him back. Like
Giannis is good, but
yeah,
just
they need the supporting cast back because
Yeah.
Giannis and Dame are putting up numbers, but it's like your Brook Lopez can't be your third best player.
No.
I'm sorry to Brook. He's great defensively and like he's been great.
At some point, I think they needed. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna win a championship with this roster though. Like I don't know, and I don't know where.
You think Giannis could leave in the future?
I think he could. He's talked about it too.
Yeah, he's like Golden State's kind of looking nice right now.
Yeah, I could see it, but I mean, I don't think anytime soon. But I don't know. I guess at some point they're gonna have to get rid of Middleton, get rid of Lopez, and see what they can do out of Dame and Giannis.
Yeah, their team's just old.
Yeah, it's really old.
It's just an old ass team.
Torian Prince.
Yeah, that's like that's like one of their leading scorers.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, bro, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's a mess. Doc Rivers, man.
I mean, they've been on the up recently, but like when the season started after the first 2-3 games, they were.
I mean, I think they'll find it. They got too many good pieces.
No, they'll make playoffs, but it's like I don't. In the East, I see the Celtics are better, the Knicks are better.
Yeah, for sure.
The Cavs are probably better at this rate.
Yeah.
Magic, I like it more because of defense. I mean the Bucks. Well, I don't know why they fired Budenholzer, bro. I know they had the one bad year.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, that's how the NBA is, though. They just love to get coaches.
It's a carousel, man.
It's ridiculous.
But you're like, fire Budenholzer just to get Doc Rivers. Yeah. I mean, you had Adrian Griffin. Like, they had a winning record.
That was crazy.
You were the second best team in the
East.
East.
Was so good, and then Doc Rivers came in and went to shit.
Yeah, because you're like, you expect Doc's that kind of coach where, like, he'll get you to the playoffs, but you won't really win unless you have Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
But, no, dude. Like, just, I don't know. Yeah, fire Doc.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Doc Rivers here, bro.
I
sorry.
agree.
Sorry, Glenn. Next team I have, another disappointing team, bro, the Pacers. Number 22.
Yeah.
What happened to Halliburton?
Yeah. I don't know, there's been some big talk about him. I mean,
compared to last year, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he went to the USA, saying he didn't work hard in the offseason. That's what I've seen. Yeah, I don't know.
He's been a little social media boy. He's been all over the podcast.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot.
I've seen that, yeah. I don't know. He's not finding a shot this year. He's got such a weird shot, but I mean, it worked before.
Yeah, like just that form.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think they were that good last year. Anyways, I didn't think this was gonna keep.
They made it to the conference finals.
Yeah, I mean,
but
they're still not at that championship level yet.
If the Knicks, if Brunson didn't get
the Knicks played them again, they beat them.
Oh, 100%. Like not with the team they have now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Turner's a good piece. He's a tradable piece. I mean, Halliburton's good, but he's having a bad start to the season. But besides that, though, I mean, they have a lot of role players, but I think people are trying to...
I like Mathurin a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I do like Mathurin, but I think people are finding out, like, their system. Like, they play super fast. They just kind of run and gun. And
yeah.
I don't know. I think people are kind of figuring them out.
And that was their weakness last year was their defense.
Yeah.
And Turner, he's like the one defensive anchor they have.
Yeah.
Because Siakam, he can be all right on defense sometimes. He's been...
Oh, I forgot about Siakam.
Yeah, well,
I guess he hasn't been that great.
He's actually their leading scorer.
Really?
Yeah, he's got like 21 points a game. He's been doing more than Halliburton.
So Halliburton's...
He's got 15 points a game.
Right
yeah, the efficiency's been so... Jarris Walker's a bust. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's been doing anything. He's been doing. I mean, I know it's only his second year in the league, but to call him a bust, but like
he was a project pick too. I mean, yeah.
Pardon me. Jarris Walker, dude. Like, it's rough for them. Carlisle's a good coach. I mean, they'll figure it out probably. I would try and find a defensive piece. Maybe trade Obi Toppin or Aaron Nesmith. Both those guys for one like really good defensive player. That could help, maybe a guard.
Yeah.
Like TJ McConnell's good to back up Halliburton. He's good defensively. TJ has been really good this year.
Yeah, he always.
I miss him every day. Every day I miss him.
He's the man.
And now maybe a team on the rise here with number 21. I got the Hornets.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon Miller and LaMelo have been awesome. I mean,
yeah, they've been ridiculous. I mean,
criminal Miles Bridges has been solid. He's taking out his anger on the court.
The best announcer, best broadcaster in the game too.
Dude, he's
have you heard?
Yeah, his clips. Like dude, it could be like a simple layup. He's like, oh my god,
that's crazy.
Well, when Trey Man's just dunking on you.
He's ridiculous.
He
looks like AI.
Well, yeah, last year at the deadline, or before the deadline when the Thunder traded him, I'm like, that's a good trade by the Hornets. Because like Trey Man was good, it's just the Thunder had so many young
he's
players.
Talented. Trae Young's definitely talented. Or Trey Man's definitely talented.
But like the Hornets have just been looking awesome. If they can get they need to get better at rebounding the ball. Is what I had. Because like their best rebounder.
Yeah, their centers aren't very good.
Yeah, Nick Richards got hurt. He was a rebounder.
He's not even that good either.
Nah, he's just the ball falls in his hands. Yeah. Like they need a rebounder, I would say. And just get better at defensive side of the ball. But they've been looking.
Maybe I could see a Vucevic going there. I could see
They
that.
could do that, yeah. They want to make a playoff run, which, hey, man, with the East, they could get in the
Yeah.
play-in range. And
Yeah, I mean, anyone in the East, too, like, that's how bad the East is. Like,
it's
anyone
wide
in the
open.
East can
In that,
get
like,
into
bottom,
playoffs, yeah.
you know the top 3 teams, and it's just like, who fucking knows
Yeah.
after that. Their new coach, Charles Lee, was the assistant coach for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Like, man knows how to run the system, and, Celtics won the championship last year.
Yeah.
They were like, let's hire that guy. So the Hornets, I like how they're going. I like how they're
do
going.
too,
Yeah. And yeah, Grant Williams should not be starting games. And he not should be taking the last shot in games.
No.
Not Grant Williams. Next team I have is number 20, the Nets. The team that Sixers are playing tonight. Yeah, what about the Nets? What?
I mean, they've had an okay start to the season. They they got hot in the beginning. Now they've kind of cooled off.
Yeah, like they're trying to rebuild.
They're another one of those teams though that have good players. They have some good pieces, but they're in between rebuilding and being.
It's weird because I like Cam Thomas. Claxton's always been a great defensive piece. They traded away Mikal Bridges. Or no, he left, right?
They traded him for
trade
6 first-round picks.
See, the Nets, dude. I mean, the Nets. They're trying to.
I like Schroeder on their team. Ben Simmons is an absolute joke.
This is his year, dude. I love the build-up post
awful.
Before every season. And
He's
you see
so bad.
I mean, even the Sixers are not doing as good as the Nets. At least we traded him for something.
Yeah, seriously.
Because now, you
I
can't
kind of miss Harden though.
You kind of miss Harden. I mean, the Clippers have been doing really good. Or not really good, but like maybe not right.
Harden was good with Embiid.
They were a good fit. It's just Harden had to be. I don't know. Maybe Harden just didn't like playing with Embiid or something, or.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was done with the organization. Daryl Morey.
Daryl Morey, because he didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
Should we have paid James Harden? I know we're like getting off topic with this one, but
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would have made any difference.
Yeah. How we
I
played.
still think they would have lost in the second round, regardless.
Yeah, I think Embiid. I don't know, bro. I like Embiid, but I don't know. We should just
It's gonna be interesting.
It's conflicting as a Sixers fan, man.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, back to the Nets. I mean, what is there to say about them? Yeah.
Yeah, they're just an average.
I would trade Cam Johnson. He's been getting 18 points a game.
Yeah.
He can help the team out.
He's a good 3-and-D player.
Exactly. Yeah, Cam Johnson can help the team out.
On the Sixers for sure.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like have that instead of Caleb. They gave Caleb Martin out there, man. Put in Cam Johnson. He could score the ball. And, Cam Thomas, keep him around. Everyone else, and maybe keep Claxton around. But everyone else is kind of expendable. And Schroeder again. Like Schroeder's a player that teams can use at the deadline.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the Nets, I don't know if you're the Nets. I don't know if they're trying to make the play. I would try and back
Yeah,
out.
I would try and trade.
Yeah, I like their coach. He used to be the head assistant coach for the Kings, so he's another that Mike Brown coaching tree.
Okay.
He was a good coach. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, Jordy
No, I
Fernandez.
didn't know that. No.
Oh, yeah, there we go. You see, I'm teaching him here. Next team I have, number 19. The teams I've taken a bit of a jump is the Pistons.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
enough.
They're
Harris.
they're 500. Yeah, Toby's the guy, man. Should have kept him.
No, he's what's kind of holding that team down right now. Honestly.
Yeah,
his numbers have been awful.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go? Do you know a lot about the Pistons? Talk about.
Jalen Duren's a pretty good young piece.
Yeah, I always like Duren. He was just
I love
injured
Cade
last year.
Cunningham. He's one of my favorite players.
See, when he got that first win last year, he was so happy, bro.
They have the other Thompson, Amen. He's all right. Or is it it's a Sore.
It's Sore. Amen's on the Rockets. Yeah.
Amen's definitely better.
That Rockets team is better, in general. But the Pistons,
they're all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, definitely better than last year. But at some point they're gonna go on a big losing streak and fall off.
Yeah, I mean, JB Bickerstaff's your coach. I mean, he was solid for the Cavs.
No, he's a pretty good coach.
Yeah,
I think that's their best coaching signing in a while.
Oh, dude, I remember dude, Monty Williams.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
They're gonna regret that. I thought he was actually a decent hire, but not for that much money. And, oh my god, bro. I was wondering. I saw that. I'm like, how is Monty that good of a coach for the Suns? Because they went to the finals with him as their coach. So I'm like,
that ended up being a big.
That year didn't count. It was whatever. Yeah, but Cade's been putting up 23 points per game. Ivy's been really good. Yeah, Jaden Ivey, because that's the thing about Monty is that he wouldn't start Ivy for the longest time. You'd have him come off the bench no, you got to start Jaden Ivey.
I forgot about Ivy. He's been really good this year.
Yeah, because obviously he's not great defensively, but that's why Cade's there. Cade can play defense.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. Monty was just confusing, bro. Toby's been getting 14 points a game.
Yeah, I think another lottery pick would be good for them.
Yeah, you can be in that play-in range now. You don't want to be the dirt worst. This is good. You're seeing improvement.
I think the draft's gonna be much better this year than it was last year.
Oh yeah, this past year the draft, I was like, that's the first overall pick.
Yeah.
Zachariah, whatever you say his name, Zacharias.
Yeah, Rich Hasher.
Rich Hasher, there you go. See, you're better at that. But the Pistons, just I don't know. I miss Paul Reed. He was my goat.
Paul.
I literally had a shirt made that says "Trust the Process" on the back. That was my guy, bro. I was so sad when we let him go.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of pissed me off, but.
Oh no, that's why I loved him because he was just so frustrating.
Yeah.
It was hilarious to watch. But the Pistons, improvement. And the next team I have, the team that had the first overall pick, the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, they're still not there, but they've been surprisingly pretty good. I mean, Trae Young is definitely better when he's on a team by himself.
He's growing out that evil goatee, bro.
Yeah, the evil goatee.
He's looking like a villain.
Risa Sher has had a couple of good games. He's still not that good.
It's still early, you know.
Like, I mean, they've got some pieces. They got Capella. They've got... What else do they have?
They lost DeJounte Murray to the,
Yeah, but they didn't fit together, honestly.
No, yeah, that was the thing is that, they didn't play well together.
Dyson Daniels has been insane for them, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pickup by the Hawks from the Pelicans, because Dyson was good during, last year, when the Pelicans were having their injuries. They always have injury struggles, it feels like. But Dyson kind of stepped into the spot, was scoring. It was him and Jordan Hawkins, I remember. And you're seeing Dyson do really well.
Yeah, his defensive numbers are, breaking records.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson, too, bro.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson.
Not to mention, he was, in contention for most of the
DeAndre Hunter's still on their team.
Yeah, DeAndre's been doing. He's got 18 points a game. He's had some injury trouble, so he hasn't played.
Yeah, he always has injury trouble.
Yeah, but Jalen's been playing every game. Yeah, Jalen Johnson's.
He's made a big leap for sure. 100%. I mean, a lot of their guys that you didn't expect have been making big leaps. It's just they're not one of those top 3 teams though.
I would try and trade Capella, even though I like Capella. You have Okongwu right there, so it's like, all right, I think it's time to start Okongwu at this point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's learned behind Capella a lot. And defensive, the Hawks' defense was their problem for the longest time.
Yeah, it's been their best. Now their offense is their problem.
Because
they've got so many defensive guys.
Yeah, because now Trey's who the fuck can help me score? It's so maybe trading Capella for a guard that can help you out. Because Daniels is good. I think he's a good guy off the bench, first guy off the bench. Yeah. Trade for a guard that's looking to get traded. I mean, the Blazers, maybe go for Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
Anthony Simons, Trae Young, backcourt. That'd be kind of tough.
Yeah.
Because, they need to get some front court guys. For sure. Simons for Capella, Because I don't think Aiden's working out for the Blazers. No. So, I mean, that's kind of my thoughts about the Hawks. I like Jalen Johnson. He's taking that step up. Trae Young's 21 points a game, 11 assists a game right now.
He's a very skilled player.
I think, is he number 1 in the league for assists right now?
I'm not sure, but
11.6 is pretty good.
Probably. They were Harden, probably.
Yeah, they've been able to facilitate. So, next team I have is a lot of East teams. Number 17, I got the Heat.
Yeah.
Just beat us, but...
Yeah.
Dude,
they're struggling so far.
Dude, Spoelstra calling a timeout.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
One of the best coaches of all time, and he's like, timeout. Look at the timeout.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Cost him the game.
I mean, Jimmy Butler's still good when he wants to be, though. He's very inconsistent.
He picks and chooses.
Adebayo is inconsistent offensively. We know what he is defensively, but offensively he's super consistent. I mean, Tyler Hero's their best player this year.
Yeah, Hero.
He's been killing it.
And that's what we kind of expected after that playoff run they had with Hero when they went to the finals the pandemic year. This is the guy, you're going to see the future of the Heat.
But again, though, they're not a team that's going to get to the championship. Jimmy Butler isn't at that level anymore.
He's not a playoff Butler anymore. No.
It's honestly kind of and their role players, I don't even know who some of the role players are. Some guys I've never heard of.
Yeah, I can read it. So they're still scary.
Haywood Highsmith's on their team.
Jaime Jaquez has kind of taken he's fallen down a little bit. He's sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Jinx. But Duncan Robinson, Sheen, he's been looking he's been all right. And, Terry Rozier's been all right, too. There's just been a lot of guys that have just been all right. Haywood Highsmith getting minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they have the same, exact team as last year, and you saw what happened last year. Not really much at all. So.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't go anywhere with it. Last year they lost to the Celtics first round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Celtics. I mean, the Celtics were just dominant last year. That team was unstoppable. We saw that. Last year's was kind of just predictable. Kind of oh, really? This is how it's going. The Celtics just destroying every team.
Yeah.
And I was hoping the West would kind of figure that out. And the Mavericks, they haven't. We'll talk about the Mavericks later, but the Heat, they could scare some teams and whoever they play in the first round, maybe if they play the Magic first round and make playoffs. Magic are still young.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're just stuck in the middle again.
Exactly. Spoelstra is a good coach, no matter even though he's calling timeouts when they don't have it. Even I know that, bro, and I'm just here in Alvernia. Next team I want to talk about, number 16, I got the Spurs.
Yeah, hey, man. I like this team. I like this team a lot.
What makes you like them?
Well, obviously Wemby.
Yeah, it's
Stephon Castle's one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, he was a good pick. I like that pick.
I mean, offensively he struggled, which we knew was going to happen when he came into the league. I looked at his numbers last night. It's 36 from the field and 28 from three. But I mean, his defense though is ridiculous. He's got a ton of athleticism.
Yeah, Chris Paul able to drive the offense.
Chris Paul's been great for them.
Great pickup.
Great for them.
And Stephon Castle.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes has been pretty good for them.
Yeah, Barnes actually been really solid. Yeah, efficiently shooting the ball. He's only been getting 11 points a game, but he's been shooting the ball well. He's starting every game. Yeah, That's good to have like a guy like Barnes to help out, guys like Wemby and Castle who are figuring it out still.
Yeah, Wemby's like first 6 games too, he was really bad. And then just
They're like,
last like
now
week
he's
and a
averaging
half.
4 blocks a game.
Yeah, the last week and a half has been absolutely insane, and he's only gonna get better too.
Yeah. Jeremy Sochan, I would.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he's also been hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah.
He's out for the season this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind him as a role player. I used to not like him like personally, but he's grown on me a little bit.
Just didn't like him.
There's a couple people in the NBA who I just
don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe try and trade Keldon Johnson. Team. He's kind of like he's always been like solid for them to keep him like he'll help you get wins. But I would trade him for maybe like just like I don't know like a young piece because Keldon Johnson's a little bit older. I like Devin Vassell a lot. He's been having some injury struggles, but Vassell is good when he comes like if he's healthy. So and you got Wemby. I mean the team's looking. The West is competitive, but like they can be in that play-in range. And because you got Wemby and Chris Paul's got playoff experience.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Paul hits clutch playoff shots that bring him from 43 to 40. Whatever that Suns Mavericks game was. What was that call again? It was like Chris Paul hits a 3 and they're only down by 40.
40 something. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That's one of my favorite like calls of all time, bro. And we can kind of take like a midway break there because we already talked about 16 teams and talk about you a little bit, Billy. I mean, like. Billy Fisher here, basketball player for Alvernia, University Golden Wolves. I mean, like, what made you like fall in love with basketball?
Definitely like played it ever since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Was always just sports. Always played 3 sports growing up: baseball, basketball, football.
Oh, you played football?
Yeah, I did. Sure. Yeah, I did play football. Tight end.
Oh, you were tight end.
Tight end and D end. Yeah. Played that football and baseball up until like high school, and then just stopped and focused on basketball. Yeah, I mean, I love it. 5th year here.
Yeah.
Last year. Excited for the season.
Team's looking nice this year.
Yeah, pretty good. A lot of pieces. Yeah, I'm just excited for the year.
Yeah, there we go, man. And like, I mean, I'll just like talk about it and he also does a commentating here too.
Yeah.
Me and Billy, we're both broadcasters here, and like you just, I mean, I feel like you do it all. You do like every sport.
I do love it. My parents were kind of in the business. Like my mom's in the news business. My dad worked in the sports business for years. So I initially wanted to do like sort of a sports broadcasting route, but
it's tough.
It's very.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. It's tough.
It's very tough. Just finding stuff to do.
Finding an opening. Yeah.
But I mean, I love it. I hope to keep it up when I'm out of school and just keep running with it.
I mean, the amount of people that come up to me, I don't know about you, but like they're like, "Oh, you got the voice for it, man." I'm like, "All right, well, my face is here too." Like, you got the voice for radio. I'm like, and your face is all right too. Yeah, and you get the face for radio too. And I'm like, shit, man, thanks. I don't know if you get that one a lot, but I get roasted all the fucking time, man. And I'm just like, all right, like, I mean, I appreciate you saying that, but then you have to include the face for radio too.
Yeah.
It's rough, man. All right, so we can get back to the NBA talks for a little break, get to know you a little better for the audience at home. Number 15, I got the Sacramento Kings. They're interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, because it's like, the team can be good.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago they had the really good season, and then last year it just kind of fell off, injuries here and there. But, I mean, they're another one of those teams where they're good, but
I love De'Aaron Fox.
Fox. I mean, he's made once again a huge jump. Sabonis has been playing better this year, shooting way more efficiently.
Yeah.
He's been shooting some threes too, which is kind of.
Do you like the DeMar acquisition? I mean, like.
Honestly, I don't, because they need a guy who can shoot. They don't really have a lot of shooters on their team. DeMar can score, but not in the way that they need him.
Well, he's been averaging 23 a game, 50% shooting, 40 from three-point range, actually. So, I don't know if he's not been taking a lot of
probably not in attempts, though.
Yeah, exactly, I mean,
They're one of those teams that's good. They're going to beat people on any given night.
I like the league off the bench a lot.
I love Monk.
Yeah, I think he's won 6 man of the year last year, personally.
I agree.
And Keegan Murray he'll just pull up from 3-point range, just whatever.
Yeah, I mean they have really good pieces, but again they're not at that top tier. There's too many good teams.
They need like that. They need one more player.
Yeah, I agree.
They need that one guy.
Agreed.
Maybe like a forward, but it's tough to find like that really good forward.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know where they.
And that's why they try going for DeMar, but it's like he's a little, he's obviously no offense to DeMar, but he's older and he's still a great player. He's still playing great, but you need like a younger forward. Maybe go in the draft this year if you want to trade up for like a. I don't know how the forwards are looking this year for like a, flag maybe. Yeah. Trade up for him. You would have to trade probably like a Sabonis though.
He's going to be one of the highest prospects ever. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I mean the only way they would probably be able to get him is if they trade a Fox, because like no team wants to give up that spot to get him.
Yeah.
So I mean it's going to be tough for the Kings to see what they can do. I would say the defense could be better. De'Aaron Fox is good defensively, but. And Sabonis is all right, but just get more defensive pieces because they have a lot of guys that can score.
Yeah.
Like Trey Lyles, Doug McDermott, Herter. Like they need defense.
Yeah.
I like those guys. They're all good role players, but you need a defensive role player to balance it out. So yeah, the Kings are an interesting spot. I mean, again, the West is competitive. Like if this was the East, they'd be like a 5th seed right now.
Yes,
Before the 5th seed, because they're actually like solid. The next team we can talk about, number 14, the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think they should have traded Cat still.
Really?
I liked Cat there, and I do think he was a good fit. Anthony Edwards like playing with him a lot, and obviously they've been playing great with Ant and Gobert.
Do you have their record up right now?
Yeah, so they're 8-7 right now.
Wow, interesting.
So they're a little bit above 500.
I mean, Ant has been lights out this year.
I mean, he's 28 points a game.
Randall has struggling starts of the season.
He's getting 21 points a game now.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been solid now. But
and they have good role players, but I think they need another star to go in there almost.
They need a point guard because Conley's older.
He's older.
He's averaging 7 points a game and only 4 assists. When you have him for the assists too, it's like. It's like he can still play. He can still play, so you can have him in the backup, but he can't be that starting point guard. I like Dante DiVincenzo a lot. I do like that pickup. He kind of threw off the Knicks Nova system over there.
Yeah.
Dante was pissed, bro.
Yeah, I don't think either side should have done the trade, but
yeah, it was weird. Well, Timberwolves just didn't want to pay, bro. They were being cheap.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay Cat, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, saving that money for someone. Yeah, but Randall was a weird pickup. I like Dante a lot. Nas Reed's obviously Nas Reed,
he's
bro.
the man.
Yeah, he is a great 6
But again, the Timberwolves are in a weird spot. Unless Ant can carry them in a series, they're probably not going to win. I mean, I think they can find their stride. They're a good team. They play hard. I like.
It really depends on Gobert does in the playoffs.
Yeah. I love Chris Finch. He's a great coach. So.
Finch is a great coach,
Yeah.
and I like the guy a lot. He was a good pickup too.
Yeah.
And I was worried when he got hurt that one time. I remember watching that game. I was like, please don't hurt Finch.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. When
I do. Yeah, when he was injured. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! Like they just killed him. Because he's an older guy, so I was making sure he's all right. And McDaniel's there in the system, like he's a solid. Like they have the good pieces. They lost Kyle Anderson to the Warriors, slow mo. But they still have the good pieces. I mean, I think they just need that second scorer.
Yeah.
Because Randall could be good, and that's why they got him. Because they're like, let's get a cheap Cat, and then here's Randall. Yeah. That's pretty much what it was. Like if they just kept Cat, like this team could be. I think they would make conference finals again. Because I do like the Timberwolves a lot. I had to go to the finals last year. My finals was Celtics Timberwolves, so I got it half right. I didn't think the Mavericks would be like that all the way. And now we're seeing the Mavericks this year as I think they're the next team we're talking about, number 13, the Mavericks.
Yeah, they're just inconsistent. That's the main thing with them. They're back to their inconsistent ways. I mean,
do you think Jason Kidd's a good coach?
I do. I do think he's a good coach.
See, I don't know how to feel about him still. And he's been the coach forever.
It's just weird. Like Luka, I mean, he's been injured a little bit this year, but also his defense is just so bad. Yeah. It's really bad.
And, Clay, they got him.
Yeah, he's been terrible.
Go figure. Terrible. It's like he was doing terrible for the Warriors before he left.
Yeah, he's been bad.
Look how good the Warriors are doing now.
He just forces a lot of shots. He doesn't need to. Like that offense.
And that's why I think the Warriors are doing so good, too, because Clay would be there trying to force shots in.
Yeah, like I think Clay needs to play a little more into the offense. Like let Luka and Kyrie create. Like he should only be shooting catch and shoot threes. Like he tries to dribble and make post move fadeaways.
Yeah, it's just he's doing
focus on shooting.
And he's taking away from that supporting cast that helped the Mavericks get to the finals last year, like a PJ Washington. They got Najee Marshall, Jaden Hardy. Like they have the pieces.
Well, I love Najee Marshall pickup too. That was a good pickup.
Marshall was a good pickup. Take away from the Pelicans, right?
Yeah. And even they have Lively. They still have
Lively and Gafford.
Yeah, I mean they have good team. They have a good team.
Great
I think
there.
if Clay kind of finds his role a little bit more because he's the number 3 there. He's the number 3 option, maybe even the number 4 behind Washington.
Like you're there for the spacing, but you don't have to force the shot. Like if you see like Kyrie or Luka there, just like just let them do their thing.
I also think like Timberwolves and Mavericks. I think they're teams that started slow just because they've got.
They both the same record. They're both like just one game above.
And they started like this last year, and then they kind of turned it on. So I think both of these teams are kind of find their stride.
Like they'll probably move their way up, and we'll see some of the West teams like the Warriors maybe move down a little bit. No offense to the Warriors, but. Or, maybe the Lakers. Lakers have had a good start.
Yeah, they have.
So number 12, this team might fall off a little bit, the Clippers.
They've been really good this year. Norman Powell's the man.
Shocked.
He's the man.
Who was it?
Norman Powell.
Oh, dude, Norman Powell.
He's been insane.
He's always been good, man.
He's going to be traded at the deadline, for sure. For a lot.
I mean, this is what you wonder if you're, Steve Ballmer, right? The owner with the new arena, bro.
I mean, they're one of those teams that's going to fall off, though. But the new arena is sick.
The new arena is sick, and that's why he wants people to fill it in, because he's like, bro, I need this team to be good, please.
Yeah, I mean, Kawhi's a joke.
He's a fun guy.
He's a joke. I can't stand him.
You don't like Kawhi? He's one of the guys you don't like?
Yeah, he's always hurt.
He is always hurt. After that Raptors.
And there's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his legacy is so over.
If I told you the best Raptors turned Clippers player in the past few years has been Norman Powell, that'd be kind of funny.
Kawhi is so overrated, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean Zubac able to get boards, one of the best rebounders in the league.
I mean, they have really good role players, but they don't have a star. Like that's their main.
Yeah, and Harden's falling off. Obviously, he got older. He's been able to facilitate the ball really well. But they got Chris Dunn. He's been great for defense.
They have really good role players.
Yeah, Derrick Jones, they got from the Mavericks, stole him. Like they have the good role players.
If they had Kawhi right now, I think it'd be a little bit better. But
yeah, like if they had Kawhi right now, they would definitely be. I mean, they've been doing. They're 9-7, so like they have a winning record, but they would be definitely like.
But I don't know when Kawhi's gonna come back. I mean, that record's gonna go way down. I think.
Yeah, they just have a hot start. I miss Nicholas Batum, bro. That was our guy. I can't believe he went back to the Clippers, man. That made me mad. The Clippers, they'll fall down, but they need to get that big star player.
And we'll see what they do at the deadline too, who they want.
Yeah. Because what's Harden's contract again? Is it like?
It's still pretty shitty.
Yeah, that sucks, bro.
He's one's trading for him.
Yeah, I mean he's been passing the ball well, but he could be in a Chris Paul in a few years.
Yeah, I mean he's still a really smart player. He's just
he could be where Chris Paul's at, where teams that are trying to figure it out will sign him to help get that jump. The Spurs did with Chris Paul. Number 11, I got the Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah. I mean, I watched them against the Sixers the other night. They passed the ball so well. Their role players are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's good they have John Moran back, bro. They needed him back because they needed that star.
No, he didn't play the other night, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, yeah.
I love their team, though. Their roster is stacked. I mean, Bane's really good. JJJ's really good.
They just talk so much shit, though. And
they do. I mean, I used to not like them, but I'm starting to like them a little bit more.
Ever since Dylan Brooks left.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, well, he's doing great for the Rockets now. Scottie Pippen Jr. has been taking a step up.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah, and I was, obviously, he got the name value of being Scottie Pippen's son. Yeah, he could have choked up. That's what good Scottie Pippen Jr. is. But he's been, obviously got the name value, but, taking a step up, you want to see that from maybe a Bronny James. Zach Edey, I think he's been
he hasn't been that good this far.
He's just
I also think they played him a lot though. I think he's more skilled than people give him credit for though. Definitely think he's more skilled.
Alright, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr.'s been awesome, bro. And I did when Ja got hurt last year.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Jaren can take that step up, and I'm like, ooh, actually they've been pretty rough with because they were losing a lot of games without him.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for them is Ja just gets hurt a lot. He's super injury prone, so they gotta find a way to keep him healthy.
I didn't know this was injury prone. Going to the IG Live. No, I'm playing. But he did get injured after that suspension.
Yeah, I do like their coach too, Taylor Jenkins.
Jenkins is a good coach. Yeah, they have a good system. We know they can be good. 2 years ago, when they were the team they were, but they lost to the Lakers first round, they really took a dive of this Grizzlies team.
Yeah.
I think the Edey pickup is good though. I just people are he's just tall, but I'm like. No, I know. I just said that.
Yeah, he's got a little skill.
He's got some, and obviously that could be worked on.
I mean, he was Player of the Year in college for a reason.
Yeah, I was still shocked Purdue went to that final, bro. Yeah. I thought they were gonna lose like they always do. But yeah, and you're playing with Jaren Jackson Jr. He's one of the best defensive forwards in the league. He'll help you out definitely. But yeah, the Grizzlies are in a good spot right now. They're young.
Yeah, I agree.
They're one of the threats in the West. I
think if fully healthy, they could be one of the best teams.
I think they could go conference finals.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it could be them versus.
But again, it's gonna be up to Ja.
If Ja stays healthy, yeah.
Yeah.
They could be that threat. And now we're moving on to the top 10 of right now. So number 10 is the Phoenix. Yeah, finally, God, we went through a lot of shit there. We were dredging through the mud. Number 10 is the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, a team that started out super hot. They were 8-0, 9-0.
That's why they got the
Kevin Durant getting injured is huge for them. I mean, the offense runs through him.
Dude, he's incredible, bro. It's crazy how awesome he's been.
Booker's really struggled though to start the season.
Yeah, Tyus Jones has been really good.
Yeah, they needed a point guard. They did get the point guard.
Booker cannot play point guard.
I think the biggest thing with them though is just keeping the guys healthy. Beal has to stay healthy. KD has to stay healthy.
Yeah, and that was the problem last year. Is Beal was never healthy, bro. When you're giving him a contract like that too.
And Beal's looked pretty good too to start the season. So.
Yeah, Beal's they look solid. Grayson Allen's been good off the bench. Grayson Allen's a good piece. Yeah, he's trying to kill people. He tries to trick people and kill them. Yeah. That was a problem last year. Is that since they got the Bradley and Katie and Devin Booker, they had the big three. They have a supporting cast. Yeah, but now they got that with Tyus, Grayson, Royce O'Neal's solid. Yusuf Nurkic is a good big man to have. This is the Suns team that I expected to see last year. Obviously, they fell off a little bit with Katie again.
Yeah, I think if they're healthy though, they're going to be.
They could be the team we saw make that 21 finals run. Yeah. And Devin, they have a solid coach in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Budenholzer. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, it's like I almost should have kept him around, Bucks, right? The fuck, just I don't know. It was a good pickup though.
Yeah.
Besides that point, so number 9, the Orlando Magic, man. This is a fun team to talk about. Magic, yeah. Any thoughts on the Magic at all, or?
I mean, their defense, that's their main kind of thing, and
top 3 defense.
They do it so well. I mean, I like their coach. I forget his name.
Here, I'll pull it up real quick. I know you're talking about too. Yeah, Jamal Mosley.
Yeah. Very defensive minded. Jalen Suggs, I love him.
Oh, dude, I thought he was a great pickup from Zach.
I mean, Paolo's been ridiculous this year. Just unstoppable.
Franz Wagner's a great scoring. He's your best scorer, I would say.
Yeah.
Anthony Black, kind of want to see more. He's not.
He started off all right though.
Yeah, he's not been starting games because they've been starting Suggs and KCP together. Suggs at point guard.
I love KCP.
Yeah, KCP's a great pickup. So I get starting him and having Anthony Black on the bench to try and get better. And I just want to see more from him a little bit because he was that top pick from last year. John Isaac, I mean, you want to see more from him too, kind of
I don't know.
Because he was looking nice when they drafted him for the defense, but defensively this year he's averaging 0.7 steals and 1.2 blocks. So he's, Franz is leading the team in steals. And Franz, he's a great 3. He's like the 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
You would hope for.
Yeah, Isaac's injuries are just always.
That's what's been holding him down. What do you think about Tristan Da Silva? That was the guy they drafted this year, right?
Yeah, he's been pretty good for them.
Yeah, I would actually obviously Silva's an interesting spot because he's the same position as Paolo, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And you already have Franz and Paolo.
Yeah.
So it was I guess he could learn from them.
Yeah.
In case I don't know. I guess he's like a future kind of guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Or either a guy that comes off the bench or in case Paolo Franz, I keep saying Franz. It's so fucking white. Franz. In case they want to ask for too much money and leave, and Da Silva's taking that jump, maybe. You could have Da Silva just slide in and push out Franz or Paolo.
Yeah.
This is way in the future though, in case something doesn't work out with them. But dude, the Magic they're my 3rd best team in the East personally.
Yeah.
I go in the future Celtics, Knicks, or maybe Cavs.
Yeah.
Cavs, Magic that 3rd spot.
I think it's all up to when Paolo's gonna take that
because you got the Magic's defense versus the Cavs offense. It's
I just. Again, they're good. They're definitely going in the right direction. But
100%. I love their rebuild. Yeah.
Yeah, still not there yet.
Because it's only taken them because Paolo was a 22 draft pick. They've only taken 3-4 years to really rebuild this team.
It's been pretty good.
2019, they were relying on VJ Augustine to get him out getting that first win in the first round.
Win against the
Raptors. Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, Vooch was there. Oh man, that team was a mess. So it's good to see the Magic doing good, and I love watching their team. Besides the Sixers, I've been watching them.
Yeah, I mean personally, for me, I love college basketball, but the NBA is definitely on the totem pole. Just because they don't play defense, it's kind of a bad style of basketball.
Yeah, or it's not like they don't play defense, but it's just so hard to play defense. Yeah. It's all these guys can score. That's why they're all. If you're getting minutes on the NBA team, they all can score. It's tough. Yeah. Wendell Carter's had some injury issues, so they need that big man back. But Mo Wagner's there. To help out.
It's a good bench piece.
Yeah. They have a lot. They just have a deep team. Yeah, Gary Harris is all the way down there, and Cole Anthony's not been doing a lot. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Cole Anthony, I want to see more from him.
Yeah.
He's been a little rough, but we'll wait and see. So, number 8, I got the New York Knicks. So the Knicks, how about them, huh?
Definitely struggled a little bit to start the season.
Yeah, I expected more from them after getting all the pieces, and they had a Nova squad, and they were actually Dante, we don't like you. We're getting.
But I think they're starting to figure it out. I mean. Cat's definitely been their best player this year. Brunson struggled a little bit, but Cat has been lights out.
And you were saying earlier, your best player is not really. It has to be a taller guy. No offense to Brunson.
Yeah.
But Cat, the way he's playing, if he could be their best player for the Knicks, dude, conference run for the Knicks.
Yeah,
maybe
I
finals.
can definitely see this team turning it around. I mean, their defense is stacked.
OG, McHale. Dude, if you told me that I don't know, a couple of years ago, the Knicks team they would have OG and McHale, I'm like, dude, that is a great 3-and-D. That's ideal for in today's NBA. Josh Hart is a dog on rebounds.
For sure.
Obviously losing, they lost Hartenstein, so losing that big man kind of sucks. But they have Cat there.
Yeah.
So backing you up. But overall, this Knicks did struggle, but they're starting to catch fire now. And Brunson's 25 points a game. Passing the ball well. He's got 7 assists a game. And then OG defensively, Cat's been pretty solid defensively too. 1 steal, 1 block a game compared to what we saw with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did go.
I mean, he's with Tibbs. Tibbs definitely gets him to buy in too. So
Tibbs was my boy, welcome back, and Cat's fuck. Because do you think Cat wanted to stay in Minnesota? I think he.
Oh, he did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, if he stayed in Minnesota, I think that Timberwolves team could have made a finals run.
Yeah, he loves Ant. He loves Ant.
Yeah, he loved playing with him. But now that the Timberwolves had to ruin it, bro. Just had to ruin it. And that's why I liked them a lot last year. And I think they should have beat the Mavericks. That was a good series, too. The Timberwolves Mavericks series. But yeah, Knicks. Anyway, back to the Knicks. Sorry, but yeah, like Miles McBride's a good guy on the bench. And
I think the biggest thing though, like everyone in the East is just fighting to beat the Celtics. Like the
Cavs
Cavs are having their good run, but the Celtics are by far the best team in the league.
It's undisputed at this point. It's just, and as a Sixers fan, it's just sad. It's
yeah,
like, this is the reality we live in. We live in the darkest.
So I guess that's the biggest thing for the Knicks. Like they have a great team, they're super talented, but can they beat the Celtics?
Yeah.
Like, it's just who can beat the Celtics.
It's the darkest timeline, bro. I want to go to the timeline where the Sixers are like multi-time champions right now. But that probably doesn't exist in reality. Number 7, I had the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Finally, they had a
really rough start.
But they're finally, getting back to the Nuggets.
I mean, Murray started to play much better. I love the roster. I mean, Jokic is great, obviously. MPJ is what he. MPJ is what he is. Shoots the ball a ton.
Never passed the rock.
Nope.
I mean, Jokic is leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists.
I mean, he's
and steals and blocks. He's literally leading them in every statistical category.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to have another MVP season.
If the Nuggets are starting to catch up to the Nuggets we know, then yeah, Christian Brown been really good starting too. Like, he's been a good pickup.
I've been a fan of him for a couple of years.
From Kansas,
the bench,
Aaron Gordon still, I mean, he's got some injury problems, but I love Aaron Gordon.
Russ has been pretty good for them.
Yeah, man, Russ on the bench. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it's just like, I don't know, I wish Russ accepted that role sooner. Just like, he's like, you're going to come off the bench, guy. Sorry, bro. Like, now he accepts the 6-man role in the Nuggets, and yeah, they've been winning games with him. And he's actually been shooting the ball well, too. I don't know if it's like just playing with that Nuggets squad who can all shoot from the 3-point range. And, losing KCP kind of sucked for them for that spacing. But they've been just fine because Christian Brown kind of slid into that spot. And you have Russell on the bench. Peyton Watson, we're trying to see more from him a little bit, too.
Yeah.
He was kind of like a project player.
But good defensive player,
And when you're playing with Jokic, you have Coach Malone. Like, you're going to be fine, I think. Like, and they're still the Denver Nuggets.
Agreed.
Like, Timberwolves literally crafted their team to try and beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And now they lost Cat. So then I think conference finals, low key, it might be Nuggets Grizzlies.
Yeah.
In the West.
Good to see it.
I can see it. But number 6, I got the team that a lot of fans might argue will be in conference finals, the LA Lakers.
I mean they've been really good this year.
I love Coach Redick, bro.
He has been really good.
And I was a little like, ooh, he's got a great mind for the game, obviously, you can tell. He's super smart, he's hilarious.
I mean, I think the biggest thing for them thus far is like they've let AD kind of take like the lead offensively. I mean,
LeBron's taking a back seat. He's been passing the ball more, which I mean, obviously when you're getting older, like that's what.
Yeah, I mean, how about 4 triple doubles in a row though? It's pretty insane.
Dude,
for a 40-year-old guy.
He's 40 years old, man. His kid sucks.
His kid stinks. So bad.
He's probably like, oh, dude, when's Bryce going to join the league? At this point, LeBron can keep playing until Bryce enters the league, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what they're going to look for, they're going to look to trade D'Lo for sure.
100%.
Russell's coming off the bench.
D'Lo 11 points a game.
He's just been good. Connect for them.
Connect is a rookie of the year running right now. Connect?
Yeah, McKean and Connect right now.
Connect 4, man.
Yeah, he was insane the other night. I mean, they've got some really good role players.
Yeah, I like Rui. Rui was a great pickup from them a couple of years back, and you saw with that conference finals run when they lost to the Nuggets, like Rui was a big part of them, like going there. I forgot they still have Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Remember him, bro? I was hoping so much.
Everyone thought he was the big prodigy.
Well, he was from my area. He was from Norristown area, and I was like, he went to Duke. I'm like, he's gonna do big things. And then, like,
Yeah, he was the man in high school.
Oh, dude, everyone loved that guy. I was going to see his games when I was like. I went to the Factor, so like seeing his games, I was like, "Oh, dude, this guy's gonna be insane." Well, he didn't go to Norristown, but like he
was at Westtown.
Yeah, but I would go to his games because his mom was like the principal at Norristown. It's like a rival school, or she was in the faculty or whatever. But LeBron, Austin Reeves starting. Austin Reeves is great.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
Great contract to have the guy on too, because he's probably he is their 3rd best player.
Yeah.
Like Connect is taking that jump, and they need to get like we brought up a lot of guys that they could trade for, like How about the front court? How about LeBron a little bit? Because I think Hachimura, great guy at the bench.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
He's good for spacing, but like off the bench.
It's going to be interesting to see who they trade for. If they need another offensive piece, if they want more of a defensive 3-and-D guy, it's going to be interesting.
And they could make a run for the finals. JJ's a great coach, and I was worried. I'm like, oh, they got a podcaster to be the coach now. But,
But get D'Lo out of there. He stinks.
Yeah, he does not fit that squad. And I feel bad for D'Lo because I love that Nets run here.
Oh, yeah, he was great.
Like, that's... Maybe go to the Cavs. Just back up. Back with Coach Atkinson. It works apparently. So number 5, we're in the top 5 range now. We got the Houston Rockets. Man.
Yeah, they've been.
What
really
a jump,
good.
man! Jalen Green's finally looked like Jalen Green.
Yeah,
like that's what I thought.
That's the Jalen Green we expected.
From
it took a couple years. I mean, He's definitely a project player. He's starting to figure it out.
It definitely helped that they stuck with him. Because a lot of teams would just like move on from
and
him.
Sengun is amazing.
Oh, we knew Sengun would be like he's like all-star range. Like he was like last year. I thought he would be an all-star. Like it was hard with the West. If he was in the East, like easily. But like and all the acquisitions they got for like veterans, Fred VanVleet. Like obviously from the Raptors, it's been great for them. Jabari Smith. Kind of hoping for more from him, but like he's been alright.
Dylan Brooks has been good. Even that hurts me to say it, but
here, say it again.
He has been alright for them. Dylan Brooks.
Okay, there you go. Amon Thompson, the better.
Yeah,
Thompson.
he's made the leap.
Defensively, he's always been great. It was a scoring that they wanted to work on with the Rocket system. I mean, Coach Udoka is a good coach.
Yeah.
I saw that helped the Celtics up. He's he's a little handsy. But they got some good pieces. I forgot Steven Adams plays for them too.
Yeah.
Big man, bro. I like Adams a lot.
I do love him. Everyone's scared of him.
Hey, more guys Sengun can learn from.
Yeah.
We got Steven Adams there, who's literally the toughest guy in the league. Helps with the Sengun's defense.
Yeah.
They have Cam Whitmore there, hoping to take that jump still from Nova. He was a late pick.
Yeah.
Because of the injury, right?
Yeah, I love Cam Whitmore though.
Yeah, from Nova. Yeah, he was doing pretty good. Tari Eason, he's there. Like they just have an overall good squad.
I think Reed Shepard too is going to be a good.
I forgot about Reed Shepard. Yeah, he was one of the few good picks from this past year's draft. There we go. Like that's a good fit for him too, for spacing, honestly. Because last year they drafted Thompson, who's more for the defense.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing it right now. So good on management for the Rockets. Good rebound. All the picks they got from Harden.
We'll see how long this keeps up, but definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, man. All the picks they got from Harden, it's just it's been good stuff.
Yeah.
So they've been doing it right, and they're all within the same. That was their biggest problem. Is that you saw the young talent, but they needed those veterans to help get their minds in the game, get better at basketball IQ. And I didn't think it would be Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, but it's been working out for them. So and also
good mix of veteran and young players for sure.
A good coach too, and then now moving on to number 4. Oklahoma City Thunder, man.
Yeah, they are really good. I mean, that Chet injury hurts a lot, though.
Yeah, that does.
Especially early in the season. I mean, they were the 1 seed last year, but
his rookie year, you had him out. You're like, oh, dude. And
Hartenstein is the real deal, though. I love Isaiah.
Which is why I was like, it sucks the Knicks lost him because, dude, he stepped in that Chet's spot. He's been doing it, man. He just came back.
Oh yeah, Hartenstein's the real deal. I mean, Jalen Williams is great. I love Jalen Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we know
he's always been in that most improved player contention.
Yeah, we know what Shea is, but I mean, Caruso's also been great for them defensively. He's got to step it up.
Great pickup, bro. When they traded Giddey for Caruso, I'm like, there you go. I'm like, I don't know why the Bulls traded Caruso. I'm like, if you're trading Caruso, why don't you trade? I don't know.
Hartenstein and Caruso are the two best, one of the best off-season acquisitions.
White boys rise up. I mean, they're doing really good. Besides that, Shea's awesome. Dort's great at deep. Dort's freaking built.
Man. Yeah, they've got a good team.
Isaiah Joe can shoot the rock. Casey Wallace is good. It's just their team is so.
It's going to be interesting though too, because last year Shea struggled in the playoffs.
Yes, he did against the Mavericks.
And so who's going to be if he does struggle I don't know if they have another guy who can step up. Maybe Chet Zach.
Chet could be that guy if he gets healthy. And you think they could be the Rockets did, get some veterans maybe, because it's a lot of young guys. Obviously,
they do have a couple veterans.
Caruso's a veteran and Shea's at
I think they're in a good spot. Again, it's just going to be how they perform.
You think Shea can be the best player on a championship winning team?
For sure.
Okay, that's why I think so too. And dude, it's crazy too how he just blew up. I know it goes without saying now with Shea, but just a late lottery pick from the Clippers.
Yeah, he was a guy in college who barely scored the ball, but he had potential, and then the Clippers took him.
And you gotta wonder if it was that. I keep giving a lot of credit to Chris Paul, but that double run with Chris Paul, learning from one of the best minds of basketball the last 20 years.
Yeah, sure.
He's it, man. Yeah, Shea could win that MVP award if the Thunder keep it up.
It's crazy.
And now number 3 ranked team, I got the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they'll be number 1.
They'll be
number 1. They played the Cavs the other night, beat the Cavs.
I might throw a tantrum. Just it's unfair, bro.
I mean, I used to really hate the Celtics. Unfortunately, there's not many guys I hate on their team besides Al Horford.
Well, Steve Kerr hates some of the Celtics players too. But he's on the Olympics this past year.
Tatum has been amazing this year. Brown has been who he is. I mean, obviously when Porzingis...
Jaylen Brown helped them win that championship last year. Yeah. He was the guy.
He was their best player in the postseason.
Tatum really kind of fell back, but that team was so good.
I mean, Porzingis is out, but they don't really need him right now, but he'll be huge when he comes back.
Derek White's
amazing. Drew Holiday's amazing.
What did the Spurs get? Did they just let Derek White walk?
I don't really know.
The Spurs could have gotten something.
Payne Pritchard's amazing, too. I love him.
Yeah, he was always that good bench piece. When Payne Pritchard came into the game, I forgot. I think we played him one time, and he was just lining it up. We had a big lead, but he was lining it up like Sixers. I'm like, yo, settle down, guys.
He stepped it up this year for sure, too.
Oh, he's been taking that big jump. I can't believe Horford's still in the league.
Oh, I can't stand that guy.
Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, I mean he's good for them.
Yeah,
He's
right.
He's never good for us.
He was a sleeper agent, you know, like they set him on the Sixers.
Yeah, he was like a double agent. Yeah.
Some bullshit, man. We traded him for Danny Green.
I know.
But yeah, I mean the Celtics are the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla spitting Bible verses at press, like let him know the gospel.
He's the Bill Belichick of the NBA.
Yeah, like he just like get out of my face. I'm just coach my team, and like he's been doing. I mean, what a great.
He's been terrific. I can't.
Because when they fired Udoka, I'm like, is Mazzulla gonna be that great coach? And we were like, I don't know, man, but no, he's just.
Yeah, he's been terrific.
Nope. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And yeah, like Tatum, like your supposedly best player could do god awful, and like he can still win a championship.
And he's really shutting everyone up this year for sure.
You think and now you talk about Drew Holiday. Should the Bucks have just keeping Drew Holiday, bro, and not go for the Dame trade?
I mean, I like the trade. I do like the Dame trade.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. They were messing with the team so much that won that championship. You fire Boo, you trade Drew. It's like there's something there. I know they're older. Like try to get younger. Don't go for. I know Dame's like Damian Lillard, and like he helps like alleviate the weight off Giannis. But I know we're going off to the Bucks.
I almost wonder if Giannis isn't. Is he out of his peak? I don't know. Like I feel like.
Yeah.
He's been doing 30 a game for a couple years now, but is he really like the best player in the NBA right now?
And that's a fair point. All right. And yeah, Celtics or Celtics, we kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just
they're
not
gonna be
much
in the finals.
to say about them. They're going to be in the finals.
The only competition in the East they really have, I would say, are the Knicks and maybe the Magic or Cavs.
Yeah.
And
I don't think the Cavs are going to keep it up. I mean, at some point they're going to fall off.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the Cavs too, because number 2 it's not the Cavs. I had the Golden State Warriors, man.
Yeah, they've been terrific.
How has this happened? Like they were like on the brink of falling off last year.
I mean, their role players are. I mean, the key is health for them too. They're staying healthy. I mean, Buddy Hield's been amazing for them.
Yep. I wish we kept him. I wanted to keep Buddy. I like Buddy.
He was good in that the one playoff game.
Our elimination game. Yeah, should he have shot the ball last? But
probably not. No. I mean, Curry's Curry.
Steph,
Kuminga's great off the bench.
Yeah, Kuminga was that one guy from the draft that were like looking good.
Chris Jackson's been good. Melton just tore his ACL, which sucks.
Because he was doing good. I was like, we let him walk. We let Melton and Hield both go to the Warriors.
Yeah, they've got a ton of role players. The key for them is just staying healthy.
Yeah.
Wiggins has been really good.
Wiggins has been
back to the old Wiggins that we saw like 2 years
from
ago.
With that finals run. When I got paid, I was like last year when we saw Wiggins, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he was really bad, but this year he's good, and obviously Draymond is still doing what he does. So I mean, I hope they can keep it up. I mean, the biggest thing again is. Can their role players stay healthy and can help? Steph is getting old and he has to do everything. Hey,
if Draymond starts kicking nuts again, I'll be like, this team's back, baby. Starts doing.
Yeah, they are impressive. It's just interesting. Like I don't know if they're the best team in the West per se.
Oh no, I think they'll fall off a little bit, but they can. I mean, look, they can make a second round playoff run. Like you have Steph Curry, the best point guard of all time
for sure.
I'm saying he's better than Magic.
He is.
Yeah. And you get Wiggins playing like he did in the finals run. If he can keep that up. Because the thing about Wiggins is dude, I want him to be like consistent. He was like he'll have a good year, bad year, good year, bad year.
Yeah.
And it's like just stick it out, man. Yeah, Buddy was a great pickup. Like they're not even paying Buddy that much too.
No.
Yeah, Draymond's been found the fountain of youth, been able to play like himself defensively, not the same level, but like able to get back to what he was instead of just like trying to hurt people like he did last year. He's actually like playing defense now. Yeah, like you said, Trace Jackson-Davis a good.
Yeah, their defense has been the main thing though. Too. Yeah. Defensively all around, they've been locked down.
Yeah, like Steph's not even that bad at defense. Like
no,
like 2 steals a game.
Yeah,
like and obviously perimeter defense is not the best, but Buddy Hield's there, so Wiggins and Kuminga.
They're all balled in right now. They don't have a lot of egos on that team, which is a good thing sometimes.
Wiggins and Kuminga kind of help out with the defensive side of things too. So because Wiggins can be a good defender. It was just scoring that was rough last year.
Yeah.
And now the number 1 team in the NBA currently, see if they keep it up, is the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Wow. Who knew Coach Atkinson was like that, bro? When we saw, he was with the Warriors for a stint, he was the main coach for the Nets. He's just a fantastic coach. What have you liked that he's done to this team?
I mean, they're just playing together, honestly. It's not one guy. Like, Mitchell's obviously been playing well, a little inefficient. Garland's been really good. He stayed healthy. Mobley's been really good.
Yeah, dude, Mobley was the one I was like, he needs to work on that 3-point shot. Now he's like 40%.
Yeah, he's taking a big jump. I mean, he's the key for them. If they want to compete with the Celtics,
he's the guy.
He has to be the guy.
Lock up the guys down in the paint because he was always great defensively. But I'm like, him and Jarrett Allen were working together. Now they are.
I love Ty Jerome on that team, though.
Yeah, getting a career with Duke. What was it? It wasn't a career high, but was it a career high? Like 33 points?
I think so, yeah. But
good for Ty Jerome.
Atkinson was the Warriors' assistant, and then Ty Jerome was there a couple years ago, and he brought him over when he got the head coach job.
It's like, hey, coach, like, who do you want to bring over? Let me get Ty Jerome.
He's been really good.
No, he's been good. Yeah, no, I mean, George Bang Bang the Yang over there.
Can't stand him.
He's a slug, bro. Karis LeVert's been a good guy on the bench. I've always liked him.
Yeah, he's always killed the Sixers. So.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys weren't they playing for the Nets when Atkinson was coach, like Jared Allen and Karis LeVert. Yeah. Like a lot of the guys he's familiar with too. And yeah, Garland I've always liked Garland.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. I don't know like
what they can do.
They have the same team, but I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out if they're legit.
Trade deadline, maybe they can go for someone.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, try like seem like a team like the Sixers. We'll trade Embiid.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, the Sixers just blow it up. I don't know.
It's so tough. It's
yeah.
hard.
What would you do, GM Bill?
Honestly, I think you have to blame it someone on the injuries that they've had to start the season. Maxey getting hurt, not ideal. Paul George not getting hurt again. He was hurt in the beginning of the season.
Came back, got hurt again.
Embiid was hurt. I think he's starting to find his rhythm now.
Yeah.
I think the key is if Embiid is playing consistently on a night-to-night basis and he's like getting better each game.
Looking like one of the best players in the league.
He's still going to be one of the best players in the league. They're going to win some of these regular season games that don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have to do it now though. They have to start winning games now. They can't go to They can't go to 5-20. Like it has to be.
Maybe
the
Sixers got to give into the team culture. The best player, Jared McCain. Just start painting your nails. Just gotta look on fleek. But yeah, anyway, back to the Cavs. I was just talking about they need to get that piece. Maybe I was saying they should trade Mobley or Allen last year.
Yeah.
And if you don't like how their team's looking this year, I would maybe try and do one of those guys with a few picks because you're trying.
I don't think they would do Mobley.
Probably Jarrett.
Maybe they'll even try to find a 3-and-D guy for their 3 position at the small.
They need that 3 because who's been starting for their 3? Has it been
I think it's Okoro.
It's a mix of Okoro. They've had Dean Wade in that spot.
Yeah, they need one. I think they could use a.
Well, they were hoping Okoro would eventually.
Cam Johnson would be huge for them.
There you go. See, giving Cam Johnson at a 3, then they can make a conference finals run.
Yeah.
And lose to the Celtics.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much been everything, Bill. I mean, anything you want to close off with before we sign off?
No, man, it was fun. Hope we can do it again, man.
Yeah, that was good basketball talk. All right, so this has been the Rude Awakening. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. I desperately need it, please. This has been Billy Fisher for the NBA Talk with the Rude Awakening, where we start your morning with 2 eggs and a stack of hot takes. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.